Hey YouTube, welcome to the Drip. This is volume 2, where we will be discussing and sharing more information about returning back to work after maternity leave, as well as finding quality childcare. All right, you all, I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much. Please subscribe as well as follow my blog at liquidgoldmama.com. I'm always grateful for the dialogue that I receive with other moms because every day I am learning. And so please share with me what you already know because this journey is a marathon, okay? It is not a sprint. Motherhood is a lot. All right, let's jump right into our conversation about getting back to work. The first thing that I want to share with you, mom guilt is real. You may have heard of it, but if you're a first-time mother or you're expecting right now, mom guilt is real. Go ahead and accept it. Find someone that you can, your support system, and share with them your feelings. You all deciding to send my child to a daycare with a stranger, although I had met the woman plenty of times, was very difficult for me. I felt overwhelmed. I felt like, am I being a good mother? Is this the right thing to do? Do I need to quit my job? There were just so many questions, you all, that I experienced with that mom guilt of returning back to work because I'm like, no one's gonna take care of my baby like I do. It just was overwhelming for me, an overwhelming feeling. So I would say find your support system and talk to them about your feelings, talk to your significant other, just so that you are able to share those feelings. Now, I will say my desire to be wealthy did increase, and I am going to do what I have to do to make sure that I am able to provide generational wealth for my children so that they don't have to tuggle or struggle with the same things that I'm experiencing right now as a first-time mom. So mom guilt is real. Please, please, please talk it out. Okay, you're not a bad mother that you have to send your child to daycare, childcare. That does not make you inadequate. Okay, that's where I want to start with this. All right, returning back to work. I would definitely say you need to talk to your employer. So, in my situation, the state of North Carolina gave us 6 weeks maternity leave because I had a vaginal birth. We, as a family, decided that we were going to take 12 weeks. All 12 of those weeks were not paid. So we did have to move some things around and make some sacrifices as far as finances because I was not paid for 3 months. So decide what works best for you, but you definitely want to have those conversations up front, letting your employer know how long you're going to be out. Once you decide to return, let your boss know if you're going to be if you are going to continue to nurse because you want to know where you're going to be pumping. You want your boss to know, your supervisor to know, hey, I'm a nursing mom. These are the times that I'm going to be nursing. If it's every 3 hours, if it's every 4 hours, just so you also know, so they know what you're doing as well as you know that you have a place to actually pump. Okay, so I think that that's really important. And even if you're not a breastfeeding mom, you still want to talk to your supervisor about what are the expectations. If you can stagger in, work half days, if you can work from home, please negotiate that. Don't be afraid to ask those questions because if you can work from home on some days and be at home with your child, that'll prevent or lower those costs of childcare. So I'm just encouraging you to please, please, please talk to your employer. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Other people do it, okay? Other people are getting what they want. Returning back to work, I would also encourage you to do something for yourself before you go back to work. I know that that's something that I tried to do. I tried to go get my mani-pedi, tried to get my hair done. I actually did go for a massage. I did take myself to the spa. I encourage you to do something for yourself before you return back to work. It's good for you. You gotta take care of you. If you don't have anything to give, that baby's missing out. So happy mommy, happy baby. Okay, so please do something for yourself. As far as finding quality childcare, mamas, hear me and hear me loud and clear. Start looking when you're pregnant. Okay? I did not know how fiercely competitive it would be to get into these quality daycares, you all. So people told me, but I didn't think they would have a whole year waiting list. Okay, these quality daycares have a whole year. Some of them I call a year and a half out. So if you know that that's important to you to be in a top-notch facility for your child, you got to do it early. So if you are expecting, please, it's never too early to get yourself on a waiting list for a place that you know that you want to be. So with childcare, you all, in selecting childcare, if you have family, please ask your family members to keep your child. I think that's amazing. I have a few friends that are able to do that right now. I desire that. That is amazing. If you have family that can take care of the baby, that's a whole nother level of trust that I wish that I was able to experience. So if you have that as an option, please use it. If you're like me and you do not, you do have 3 options as far as an in-home daycare centers, as well as a babysitter or a nanny. Now, the last one, babysitter nanny. A lot of moms are like, I can't afford that. I will say check out care.com. There's Urban Sitter. I found other few websites where, depending on your work schedule, if you're not working full 8-hour days, 5 days a week, and you work less than that, a babysitter could be feasible for you because a lot of them get paid hourly. So depending on your schedule or you and your significant other schedule, if you just need part-time care, a babysitter is an option for you. So don't narrow it out thinking that you don't have the money. Look into it first before you just cancel it out as an option. As far as an in-home daycare, I chose in-home because it was more intimate, smaller. That's something that was important to me. As Kyan is getting bigger now, he'll be 7 months soon, those structured daycare centers are looking more appealing to me. So there are always pros and cons. I will say do your research. So you got to start early, moms, and you also want to do your research. Go take a tour and make it unannounced, because you want to see what's really happening on a regular day. You don't want them to prepare for you to come and pull out all the stops. You want to see what really happens on a regular day at that particular facility or at that home. Okay, so I do say make an unannounced visit to the facility. Okay, so your 3 options: babysitter, care.com, Urban Sitter, or you could even look at daycare centers as well as in-home daycare. Options are there, but you want to start early. Once you find your daycare, I hope that happens very smoothly for you. Once you find a daycare and you know that you're returning back to work, I was feeling so much stress that it helped relieve my stress to do a dry run. I'm like, how do mamas get dressed, look nice, have the baby dressed, nurse the baby, prepare the bottles, label the bottles? I was like, oh my goodness, how in the world am I gonna make this happen? So I just felt anxiety because it was something that I had not done before. Okay, I know mamas do it every day. My hat goes off to you. So for me, at first, it was just overwhelming. Now I do it. I'm still running late sometimes because you know that anything can happen. You have to blow out right before you get out the door. But do a run. So just so that you can time, how long is it gonna take you to get from the house to the daycare to your office or to wherever you're working. So please, please, please do a dry run. It helped relieve some of my stress just so I could know, oh, okay, I need to take this route, I need to take this highway, this street. It just helped me out so much. So I encourage you to do the same. Once you get back to work, you all, it's gonna be a transition. Don't quit, okay? Don't quit that first week because you're like, this is too much. And it could happen. You all, my first week back, I was pumping and I spilled 5 ounces of breast milk. Oh, I was quitting, okay, that day. But once I cleaned myself up, got myself together, talked to my support team, my tribe, I got over it. I was able to go to work the next day. I was able to nurse Kane when I got home. Everything was all right. So there will be times, it may not be spilling milk. It may be overwhelming pressure of what your boss wants you to do or how things got backed up at work. Whatever it may be, give yourself time to transition. Make lists. This is what's urgent. This is what I need to do right now because while I was out, this got left behind. Make what's important. Make another list of what is just routine and what you can do later. Give yourself that time to transition, okay? Please don't quit. Don't quit. You got this, okay? You're already dealing with a lot of emotions. You're already dealing with a lot of hormones. Don't tell your boss the second week, I can't do this. This is too much. You're putting too much pressure on me. Now, do work out a schedule and let them know this is what I am able to do. This is what I'm able to complete. But don't vent too much because they may be concerned about, are you able to continue to work, and we want our ladies to keep our jobs, okay, because we know that some of us bring home the bacon, okay. So I understand completely, but I'm encouraging you, take your time. It is a transition. So to summarize, getting back to work, I definitely encourage you to please return by preparing, by talking to your employer. Drive that route to work. Give yourself grace, mama. Give yourself grace. It will be a transition. And as far as finding daycares, make sure that you start your search as early as possible and weigh all your options. Look at your wallet, look at your schedule, and decide what's best for you and your baby. Don't do what somebody else is doing. Don't do what I'm doing. Don't do what your friend did. Do what is best for you and your family. All right, this is the end of volume 2 of The Drip. I'm so happy you stayed this long to even listen in and share this with me. You all, if there's anything else or anything that you want to add about going back to work or finding a daycare, drop it in the comments below so that another mama could read it and it will possibly help her. All right, please subscribe. Love and light, mamas. Liquid Gold Mama.